Floor. Alabama has 8 games this year where it scored more than 100.
Elijah Martin guarding Mark Sears. He's got size and he's really tough.
Sears puts it in for the game's first points.
A meeting at the summit.
Florida will have 11 to shoot. Martin greeted as soon as he catches it on the inbound pass. Clayton on the drive. The floater is good over the outstretched arm of Grant Nelson. Florida with 4 wins against ranked teams this year, including a victory at #1 Auburn. Alabama, Sears scores again, has 9 wins against ranked teams.
Running them off the line, make them make a tough 2.
Condon left alone, he'll let it fly and drill a 3.
19, that's his 4th one.
Nelson turns it over. Florida looking to get out and run. Condon, a slam. 5 quick points for Alex Condon. Florida 3rd in the country in fast break points. Phylon leaning in and drops that one home. Tough shot. Clayton, tough shot off balance, but he's able to hit. He's got 6 games this year where he scored 25 or more.
They are shooting well over 50%. They're averaging 91 points a game, and they've rebounded at a high level, which
trying to calm their team down, saying we're all right. We need to make it tougher for them to hit those 2s.
This Alabama team, when they get the ball into the lane.
Alabama's lost 3 of its last 5, including a buzzer beater at Tennessee over the weekend. Tough angle as Mark Sears connects on the baseline.
Sears can not only knock down 3s, he's just so good in the mid-range and draws a ton of fouls.
He has 4 of the 8 for Alabama. Clayton comes back.
Auburn and Mississippi State, and that's with guys out.
Richard attacks and hand-locked and puts it in. Florida's lead is 7.
Dribble, make 2 play 1. They played out of it really effectively.
Sears attacking, kicks it out. Stevenson underneath, the slam by Aiden Sherrill.
Look for an easy bucket.
No free throws for Stevenson. Jay, we mentioned at the top of the show, a #1 seed could be on the line. Right now, who in your mind are the locks for #1s? And it's
I think you could see Michigan State jump up into a #1 seed slot.
Here. Entry pass to the low post. Chinyelu on the face-up. Goes to the jump hook and hits over Diabate. Was much better last year, 44% a year ago. Almost a walk on Martin, brings it back outside.
Martin had to cut back door because of that top lock. Same thing for Walter Clayton Jr.
Those are high-level offensive basketball, both teams, among the best in the country.
Big-time offensive teams.
Diabate, no inside, but a late whistle, a foul.
And rebounding, block shots, and also leads him in blue-collar points. He's got 8 hard hat awards this year. Still, the Gators were able to win that game. Just a spectacular performance against the #1 team.
But you wonder if it's an extended period of time. Can they reach their goal of a championship if he's out? Basket by Sears and a foul.
And earns his way there. He's such a tough player. He started his career at Ohio University, where he's the leading scorer in the MAC conference. Last 3 games, he's 10 of 18 from 3. He's been knocking them down.
Lob for Nelson, broken up, but cleaning it up inside is Phylon with the basket. Florida ball down 2, 5 minutes to go here in the opening half. On the back cut, Klobuchar puts it up, misses in and out, and the rebound by Nelson.
Alabama's help side defense has been very active on those back cuts when they're top locking.
What a great drive and finish by Nelson. Holloway with the find, and it's a 4-point Alabama lead. Richard wide open. Another misfire. Chinyelu back up and in.
Begins.
They got 7 offensive rebounds. Back within 2. Lob. Nelson has it blocked. What a play by Condon. And now Richard in the open floor gets the slam. But it all started with Condon with a tremendous block on the dunk attempt by Nelson.
Tougher than you. And in the SEC, we are the better offensive rebounding team. You got to step it up, box out, and have some pride in your offensive rebounding.
And a turnover by Alabama, and an easy 2 for Richard. Good. Holloway missed the 3, Florida ball. Gators working on a 6-0 run after an 8-0 Alabama run. Condon deep, got the defender off his feet. Counted and a foul. Boy, Alex Condon has been huge so far here in the first half of the Gators. 7-5 for Condon. Averages 11-8 on the year. Had 10 rebounds, 17 points in the win at Auburn. And he connects on the front end of the 1-and-1. Broom going to win SEC Player of the Year, but Sears, first team All-SEC again.
By Broom of Auburn.
Well, Clayton way off, tried to bank that in and missed everything. Hit the board and landed on the other side of the rim. Sears pulls it out. Nelson thought about it, hesitates, now drives, attacks, good feed underneath, and the basket by Amore.
Done a pretty darn good job on the defensive glass, but another knockaway.
Bad turnovers in transition by Florida. Pull up three. Sears hits. Bama ball. Sears ahead to Youngblood. Euro step and the floater. Great footwork in the paint. 9 straight Alabama points. Tied by 4. Excellent drive by Clayton. The finish outstanding. Clayton with 10 points. Sears has the hot hand, missed the 3, tracking down the loose ball. Elijah Martin back on the floor. He'll take the 3 and drill it, swishing that one home to give Florida a 1-point lead. Elijah Martin with 7 seconds to go. Sears using the ball screen, driving. Sears puts it up, missed it off the glass. And Richard did not get it off in time. And the first half comes to an end. Molly have met as top 10 teams. The other 23 years ago. Both teams at 12-4 in league play, tied for second. Auburn has already clinched the #1 seed. Looked like a foul on the shot by Nelson. Instead, Martin with the slam in transition.
A degree of toughness to this team that you really can't quantify. He has been excellent.
Youngblood gets it to roll home off the glass.
Time punch on the other end, and he looked like a running back.
Florida by 1. Phylon, a little quiet in the first half, drives and gets that one to fall off glass. Clayton for 3 off the dribble. Now Clayton, you mentioned, hurt against Mississippi State a handful of games ago. Phylon spot up 3 is good.
Just an excellent
defense makes the game so much easier for me. I tell him to go out, be aggressive. I feed
us yesterday that Phylon is playing so much harder. That's been a real difference. He leads this team in steals, but he's also talking about his leadership and can't grab it, tip it out so a teammate can get it.
Phylon lob, and Nelson met at the rim again, but that time didn't go up with a shot. He just came down with the ball. And then a number of times in person this year, we touched on the fact that both still in contention for a 1 seed.
Dangerous, and tonight an opportunity to prove that they can close out tight games, guys.
They got a 3-point lead right now, although Florida's 3 out of the timeout with Houck drilling it, ties it up at 55. Georgia might be in the tournament right now with the way it's played. Sears gets the deflection, loose ball, and Richard comes away with it, gets the stuff. The Gators retake the lead. Oklahoma and Texas meeting. Florida up 4. Clayton driving, goes to the right hand, missed the layup though, and Sears out of there with it.
Took some contact.
Sears blows by Houck. Great recovery though by Houck. They're going to count it though and say goaltending. May have hit the backboard first.
I hate that rule. It's not the official's fault.
Lost the game earlier this year and stayed #1. Aberdeen with a lob, and great finish by Condon as he got undercut by Nelson as the ball arrived of the day.
As soon as Condon makes that handoff, he just gets right to the rim.
Well, guys, one thing to keep an eye out for, Aiden Sherrill was back in Alabama's locker room being evaluated for a face injury. I'm told.
You mentioned that Sherrill's back on the bench. Don't see Elijah Martin yet on the bench for Florida. He went back to the locker room after that collision. I've checked that. He is back on the bench, we're being told. Now, Sears gets a clear path to the basket. Nearing the midway point of the second half, 5-point Florida lead. Almost traveling was Richard. Got it down low. Condon goes to the left hand. Got it back after he missed badly the first time and sticks it home.
Another outstanding block out by Ruben Chinyelu. So many quality big guys that Florida can bring into the game.
You saw Martin at the scorer's table. He'll come back in, but the guy that replaced him, Denzel Aberdeen, a big factor. Sears, 2-time All-SEC. Lets it fly. Can't get the 3. Offensive rebound and a foul called. Free throws for Diabate. Team foul number 7. Alabama's going to shoot free throws the final 8:47 of this game.
Florida trying to force Mark.
The lead is 12, the largest of the night. 7 straight and plus 14 fast break points. Sears with the basket inside.
Alabama's had some shots at the rim. They just have to complete these plays.
Clayton, another lob and another one-handed jam for Condon. Have everything. Got a deep team as well. Battle tested. They've had some big wins on the road this year and trying to get another one. Up 12. Nelson spinning and scoring. Gets it.
We keep dominating this game.
They are for sure. You just saw 2 offensive rebounds on that possession alone as Condon.
I mean, they've got 4 outstanding, well, really 5 with Clapjar, outstanding guard.
Alabama, Florida's possession, up 12, 6-minute mark. Clayton gets to the rim and scores. Can the Gators pull away? Their lead is 14. The points for Clayton. Trying to get his 7th game of 25 or more. Big hit by Philon, a much-needed 3 for Alabama.
In that game plan.
Meanwhile, Florida's been able to get up and down, and Condon, the beneficiary, in a lot of possessions. Plus 16 fast break points as a team. And Condon now ties a career high with his 4-point possession.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that drives Nate Oates nuts, is giving up an offensive rebound off a missed free throw. This is the kind of play that Alabama needed, just a screen and roll. Handlocked tried to help.
Amori at the line trying to complete the 3-point play. Alabama has already missed 5 free throws this half, but that Clayton turns the corner. Another tremendous lob to Condon for the slam. Clayton's making some money tonight as a scorer and the distributor. Nice move by Philon in the lane, getting the teardrop. Offensive glass.
Boy, Florida's really doing a good job of moving the ball, getting from side to side.
Clayton again with a kick out. Houck for 3. And the lead is back to 12.
The ball. Now that doesn't mean that a top team from another league isn't going to win the championship this year. Going to win it. That's not what I'm saying. But just an incredible league, top to bottom.
And that's a big offensive rebound, something that had been lacking for Alabama after the missed free throw by Nelson, and Sears pays it off in his final home game on senior night with a 3. But how about Elijah Martin getting to the cup again with a vicious jam?
Lead. And that's a tough loss for Alabama. With Aiden Terrell, he had 10 points. He was 4 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, having one of his best
free throws the last time down.
Impressive by Alabama. Once they secured that loose ball.
Made his last 3 at the line. The fouls. Oh, Amori knocks down 4 straight.
And they get stops.
5 straight makes at the line for Alabama. It's interesting, too. Last couple possessions, they've called fouls on the perimeter. And they were letting some of that go earlier in the game. It's a 5-point game, and now Alabama going to put on the full-court press. Foul on Philon, 17 foul. And Condon calmly. Gets the bounce on the second one.
Houck is a good free throw shooter.
What does this mean?
They've got 2 wins over #1 teams, and in this league to get road wins of this quality, it says a lot about the athletic character of the Florida Gators.
Not a habit possession here for Mark Sears in Alabama. Sears trying to lob it up, and he did to Amori, who slams it down. Number 9.
Got the switch, went behind his back, and then had 2 defenders on him. But the fact
recently from this team.
Well, last year, Alabama took a couple punches from Florida, one of them in the Southeastern Conference tournament. They lost their last home game here. They wound up losing their first game in the SEC tournament, and then they went to the Final Four. I mean, I think for a lot of these teams, they're going to feel better when they get out of SEC play and play somebody else. Gets rid of it right away. Just to get some extra time running off the clock.
Closing in on that, but giving up 94 as the second one rattles home for Martin. This game. They got to go quickly. Wide open 3 is good for Stevenson. Another timeout by Alabama. Heads to guard Condon. Florida's got a timeout. Clayton as Houck gets free down court and then is grabbed by Stevenson. He got away from Stevenson. Both teams in the double bonus. And Houck gets the first one to go.
Thomas Houck.
Houck gets both.
Right now it's no fouls, no threes.
Sears will take it to the basket. Florida will give him that. So 4-point game again. 13.2 seconds left. They'll save the timeout. Inbound to
is for this Florida team. An outstanding defender. And when he's called upon to
got the bounce on the first foul shot. Made the second one as well. Florida 6-point game. Got to hoist a three quickly. Instead, Sears drives. Surprised that Florida even challenged that. Layup is good. They got to foul quickly. Three
is go into the NCAA tournament with fresh legs and a fresh mind, because
his final home game. Second free throw good to make it a 5-point game.
Boy, Sears has been on a heater. Last 5 games, he's over 28 a game.
And a timeout called by.
Spend more time watching TV than they do officiating the game.
Sears missed the three. His final shot of his final game here at Coleman Coliseum ends in defeat. A huge win for Florida.